So for about the past year, I have been doing makeup for people. Last year I did a lot of makeup for my sister and her friends for their dances and proms and things like that. So then I thought, why don't I put it out there that I could do freelance makeup? And I actually have a full kit here, and I thought today would be a good time to show you the products that I keep in my freelance makeup kit. So if you're interested in seeing what kind of products I use, then let's get into it. As someone who is just starting out doing freelance makeup, you're going to see a lot of drugstore products. These are products that I have used that I feel are good enough quality that I can turn around and use them on clients. So to begin with, I would do skin prep, and I have 3 steps to my skin prep routine. First, I start with a hydrating toner, which I've already done on my face. This is the CeraVe Hydrating Toner for normal to dry skin. Then I go in with the CeraVe Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Serum. And then thirdly, I go in with the Wet n Wild Vitamins Super Nutrient Face Mist and spray this all over the face. So that is just the beginning steps of the process. So now going into makeup, I would start with, I'm going to do eyeshadows, let's just be honest here. So starting with my eyeshadow primer, I'm going in with Profusion. This is their No Budge eyeshadow primer. And just like I would with any of my regular makeup looks that I do on myself, I'm going to apply this all over the eyelids. I would have to say that so far, my 2 most used palettes are from ColourPop. And the first one is the Stone Cold Fox palette, which you've seen me use here. This is just excellent colors. You've got the color scheme going down the columns, and that is an excellent one for like neutral eyeshadow looks. And then whenever someone wants something more colorful, I usually pull out my Fade Into You palette from ColourPop. And honestly, these 2 palettes have served me so well. But for today, I really want to play with this palette. This is my Hank and Henry palette, Peach Eater. And it's just, I don't know, it's speaking to me. I think I used it a while back in another video, but I just looked at it earlier and I thought, oh, I really, really, really want to use this palette today. For the eyeshadow look, I'm going to do a halo eye. So here's how I would start that. I am going to start by going into Her Pie, which is this beautiful light pink color. Just popping that up into this area. It always looks really messy when I start out, but I promise you it makes sense in the end. Now I want to go in with the shade Peach Mobster, and I'm going to pack that on the inner and outer corner of the eye. And another reason I like doing my eyeshadow first is that in case there's any fallout, I can clean that up very easily. Now that I have that placed, again, I know it looks messy. It's okay. I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush. And I'm actually going to dip into the shade Peach Queen. And I'm just going to blend where Her Pie, this pink color, and Peach Mobster meet. And now that that's blended out, I'm going to go in and I am going to take some concealer, and this is the concealer that I will use for under the eyes as well. This is the concealer from LA Girl, their Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. And I am just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm going to carve out the center of my eye that I already left blank. And I do that on purpose. I feel like I've talked about this before. With me, anytime I do some type of concealer, extra work on the eye, I have to be careful about how much I build up, because otherwise it'll look cakey and cracky, and it will break apart on me very easily. And I just kind of do a back and forth deal till I get it built up to what I want. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Malibu. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Now I'm going to go in with the brush that we used for Peach Queen. And I'm going to tap into Peach Mobster, which is the color we used on the inner and outer. And just lightly blend over. To just make sure everything's kind of melted together. Now I'm going to go back in with the first brush, go back in with Her Pie, that really light pink color. And I'm just going to blend right along now I'm going to take a makeup wipe and just clean this up a little bit. I'm trying not to cut up as high as I used to. I notice I cut way too high whenever I do my makeup, and then I go in and clean up the fallout and stuff. I need to not cut so high. So let's try it from there. So for eyeliner, y'all know I'm kind of a fan of this, doing it this way. I'm going to go in with For Days and use that as my eyeliner. I'm also going to spray the brush, dipping into For Days, and like I said, use that as my eyeliner. It's not going to make a big difference, but it's filling in a little bit of that gap that I have where by my lash line. It's just going to make it look a little bit fuller. Uh-oh. Now we move on to mascara. I tend to stick with these two. The Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect in the green, and then I also have the waterproof buried somewhere in here. So we're going to go in with this one. A really good tip that I learned when it comes to doing mascara, when you take your disposable wand, instead of dunking it into the tube, take it and run it along the brush, and you're just going to get so much more product, and you're going to get your disposable applicator coated a lot better. Really good mascara. Like I said, I know I probably learned that tip on TikTok, is my guess, and it really has made a difference when using these disposable applicators. When it comes time to prime, I would use one of these three depending on the client's skin type. If they are someone who feels that they are very dry, I could go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer plus Niacinamide. If they feel they are more, maybe a little bit more oily, not quite so dry, maybe just more like typical, I would go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And if they feel that they are very oily and they want to really make sure that we have a barrier against those oils, actually we go in with calamine lotion. I know that sounds crazy, and you're probably thinking, what? It works. I have tested it out multiple times now, and I tested out, well, here, we'll just use this one today. So, take some calamine lotion. Oh, mix it up first, make sure you shake it. And this is just the Equate calamine lotion, okay? So, put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. And now I am going to take a brush, and I'm literally just going to paint it. So the places that I typically have issues is my cheek. Like right here, a lot of times makeup will sweat off from my glasses. Definitely my nose. Makeup wants to sweat off from my chin. Like my T-zone. Basically, I paint it on to my T-zone. Then I just go in with my finger and just make sure it's kind of blended out, that there's no like streaks from the brush. If you're concerned with the color of this and you're someone with a darker skin tone, I got this tip from this creator on TikTok, and she does this under her makeup, and her foundation covers it flawlessly every time. So, calamine lotion for my very oily people. Now, I am dry skin, but I sweat so much and I create oils that it really does help with the longevity of my makeup. Like I said, especially right here where my glasses sit, and then it usually will sweat and break down under my glasses. So for foundation, I keep two options with me in my kit. If you're someone who's on the oily side and you prefer a matte foundation, I do have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is for normal to oily skin. And if you're someone who wants a more satin finish, maybe you have a little bit more dry skin, then I have the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. And what's great about this is like $5.50 from Dollar General. So here's what I have. In the Matte and Poreless, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades to work with. A range of neutral to warm toned to cool toned. So that is what I have. What are the numbers here? 105, 112, 118, 125, 220, 245, and 335. So that is my matte and poreless. And then for the Believe Beauty foundation, I have Shell, Linen, Delicate Ivory, Cashmere, whoop, and Buff. So I have 5 of these. And I bought these when they had them buy one, get one 50% off. So it was like $7 for 2 of them. And I got the Maybelline ones when they had buy 2, get 1 free. Plus I had 40% off. I think I got these for like $3 a piece in the end. So just a little tip there. So today we are going to go in with the Believe Beauty foundation. And I'm going to go in with my shade, which is going to be the lightest shade, Shell. If I was doing this on a client, I would use one of my Fresh Beauty blenders. I get the big pack from AOA of like the 8-pack of them. You can also get them on Amazon. But since I'm just doing my makeup, I'm going to use my own beauty blender. At the end of the service, the client would get that beauty blender because I can't really sanitize them well enough. Before I do that, I also wanted to show this product. I don't even remember when I picked this up. I have these 2 shade adjusters from Physicians Formula. I have one in light and one in dark. So I can't really change the tone per se, but I can change the shade. I do want to eventually add in the pigments from LA Colors. Like I'm kind of hoping for Christmas time they may put out a gift set where they have those in the smaller bottles, because I have seen those before, where they put out like the yellow, the orange, the blue, and the maybe red, the shade adjusters, but like in the smaller bottles. I would love to have those. But I do have these 2 products. So for concealers, I have 2 correctors. I have Mint and Peach. And for shades, I have Fairest, Vanilla, Natural, and Fawn. So right now I'm working with 4 of these. So today we're going to go in with a little bit of Fairest. And I am just going to use my concealer brush, the one that I used in my last video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. This brush right here, this is the brightening concealer brush from Real Techniques. I am going to underpaint, and I also have the cream contour palette from e.l.f. And I'm going to take this, and I'm just using my brushes. I can do another video if you want to see the brushes that I keep in my kit. And then for blush, these are really good and really underrated. The Soft Matte Cream Blushes from LA Girl. And I really want it high up. Oh, I probably should have told you what shade this is. This is in the shade Rosebud. I feel like that's good as far as the underpainting. So now what I'm going to do is go back in with Shell, but I'm also going to take the shade Linen. It is a touch darker. So Shell and Linen. I'm going to start out with Linen, and I'm going to use that down towards my neck. So I'm just evenly distributing it into my brush. A little bit more. I'm going to start on like the perimeter of my face with this color. I'm not even doing full pumps. That was probably like 1 full pump now. But I really was using probably a half a pump each time. So now I'm going to switch over to Shell, blend out the rest of my face toward the middle with this lighter color. And then I'm going to take my sponge with a little bit of spray on it and just pounce over everything. I'm still practicing this underpainting technique. I'm just using the products in my kit. I definitely think I need to go not be so scared to put more than I think, because it does blend away, obviously, as you blend your foundation on top. But the kicker is it does not look heavy. Like looking at my face right now, it looks really good. For powder, here are the choices. I have Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. This is just a little small size of it. I also keep my Fenty Beauty Lavender Powder in here. And then I have the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair, as well as light medium. And so here's what those look like. I keep those in here. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me, and I am just going to take my sponge and use that to set my face. I kind of set my face more heavily across my nose and my cheeks again for the wear of my glasses. And I don't let it bake for too long on me personally, so I'm going to go ahead and take a brush. Now moving into bronzer. I keep a couple different options in here. Shocker, I know. If you want something radiant, one of the best ones is the Rimmel Radiance Brick. Absolutely fabulous. I have this one from e.l.f. in Always Spicy. I really like it because it's got that reddish undertone to it, so really nice for deeper skin tones. And then I also have this palette from Essence, the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette. And I like it because it's more neutral toned. So I'm going to go in with this. Just kind of filling that. And for blush, I have 3 palettes in here. These are all from BH Cosmetics. I found these on sale at TJ Maxx. I did check, make sure they weren't swatched, and I brought them home and I sprayed them with some alcohol. So the 3 palettes I have are the Vanilla Cream Truffle Palette, the Chocolate Marshmallow Truffle Palette, and the Vanilla Peach Truffle Palette. This is the one we're going to be going into today. I kind of want to mix these 2 shades down here. And what I like about these 2 are matte and these 2 are shimmer. Kind of emphasizing more the peach color, but I am including some of that pink. And then for highlighter, I have this palette from Profusion. This is their Star Glow 9-shade highlighter palette. I think I kind of want to go in with this pinky color on the bottom. So I'm actually going to go ahead and spray my face. This is the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal. Then I'm going to take my highlighter brush, dip into this. Oh, I like that. It looks really good with that blush. And I like this because it also has like this bronzy color, more of this golden, like white gold. It's a really, really good palette with a lot of good options. Okay, let's do brows. So for brows, I keep a couple of different things. Again, it's all dependent on what the client wants. So sometimes I just want them like brushed up into place, and I will use the e.l.f. Clear Brow and Mascara product. For powders, I keep these 2 palettes from e.l.f. One in taupe and one in neutral brown. From e.l.f. I also have the Clear Brow Lift. And then for brow pencils, I have 3 of them. These are actually brand new. These are the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Micro Brow Pencils. I have one in the shade Soft Brown. This one is in the shade Brunette. And this one is not the mini one, but this is the retractable brow pencil, which is what I use a lot of the time, and it is in taupe. So I keep these 3 colors on me. So here's what we have. We have taupe, soft brown, and brunette. So today I think I'm going to put them in place with this Clear Brow Lash Mascara. And then I'm going to fill them in with some of this powder from the taupe palette. I'm going to start, I think, with the lighter color of the 2 and just fill in my brows a little bit. There we go. Okay, so for the lips, I'm going to start with a lip liner. So I have LA Girl in Forever Bare. I have Revolution in Satin Kiss Lip Liner in Chauffeur. I have the LA Girl Ultimate in Relentless Red, which is like a very, very true red. I also have LA Girl in Super Bright, which this is actually an eyeliner, so I need to stick that over to the other side. I have Makeup Revolution in Satin Kiss Lip Liner in White Wedding. And then I also have the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner in Plum Together. So here's the range of lip liners. We're going to go in with White Wedding today. And to sanitize this, I will sharpen it and then spray it with the alcohol. For lips, We have all kinds of options here. So some of my favorites are the matte flat velvet lipsticks. This one is in Bite Me. It is a very nice red, more of a blue toned red. Then we have Snuggle, which is one of my absolute favorites. We have this lipstick from e.l.f. that is in No Regrets. That is more of a true red. I have this neutral in Send Nudes. And then I have this lipstick, which is from AOA Studios. You can see I've scraped it off and used it. This is in First Date. We have this one from L'Oreal. Oh gosh, this is so pretty for fall. This is in New Extreme. So I'm going to go in with First Date. Beautiful. Then for a gloss, this is from Essence, the Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss. Some other things that I have in my kit are 3 Steps to Sculpt, this face sculpting palette in Light. I have some eyeshadow toppers from Stila. And, oh, I had this too. This Perfect Pout Soft Matte Lip Tint. I forgot. I have that in here as well. I've got this About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint in this really nice color. Light Transcending. It's like this really nice brown. It would be a good base. I have these 2 pot concealers from AOA Studios. One in porcelain and one in amber. They're really good for, oh, it broke apart. They're really good for spot concealing, like pimples, because they dry down a little bit more. I keep this brush swatch cleaner in there. I also do have a liquid highlighter. This is from Revolution, and this is in the shade Gold. Another one of these fluid paints. So I have one that is Light Transcending, and then this one is Capulets. So there are those. I also have this Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. I also have another lip liner. This is from NYX, and this is in Sand Pink. So there we go. There's all the lip liners. And, oh, I have this powder contour palette from Kokie Professionals. It's a dupe of that one from Kat Von D, KBD Beauty, whatever. And I believe that's everything that I have. And that's just the makeup, like I said. I can do another one where I show you all of my brushes, all my disposables, all that stuff, if you're at all interested. So here is a face of products that I keep for my makeup kit. Like I said, the only thing that I didn't really typically keep in my makeup kit was the eyeshadow palette that we used today. Just because I really wanted to play with it. But everything else is how I do it. So, thank you for watching this video. Sorry, that clap was probably really loud on your end. Thank you for watching this video about my makeup kit. I now need to go back and sanitize everything and reorganize. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see a video on my brushes and all that stuff. So, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.